Ladies and gents, all right. What's happening? I love this tune, man. What a nice song. How you doing? Happy Saturday, happy Sunday. I don't know where you are, but I hope you're well. Let's get this party started, shall we? We're getting close to Halloween. So in the spirit of Halloween, bring the ghosts out. Woohoo. Hey, Zuhair. Hi, everybody. YouTube, Twitch. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Let's get it started, man. This stream is going to be a slightly different stream. This is our 25th Guitar Angle stream. For those who don't know, we go live every weekend to talk about guitar news, more recently guitar playing. But certain events took place over the past few weeks that have created this necessity for us to sort of change the direction where to which this live stream and this channel goes. So I thought I'll have a chat with you guys about it first, and maybe you guys have your ideas of why, because to be honest with you guys, a lot of it doesn't even make sense to me. So maybe you can help me out. I would love to hear your thoughts, and then we'll see where we go with it. For those who don't know, let me share my screen, and maybe that can be a good starting point for this conversation. Let me share my screen with you guys. And here we go. So, this is our channel, obviously. We've been doing this guitar-related stuff, guitar-related content, from teaching to how to buy your first, to guitar reviews and guitar market talk, all things electric guitars. I started this in April of 2022. In fact, we started on April 1st, April Fool's, of 2022. So it's been about 3.5 years that I've been making guitar content. That's 471 videos. So that's one video in every 2-3 days, I think. 3 days, I think. And it might not sound like crazy much. So far, it's been the best my time would allow me to do, genuinely, because I have a full-time day job. So I have a 40-hour-a-week engagement in a completely different place, industry. And then whatever's left after is spent on me refining my guitar playing skills, and then obviously teaching and making content. When I look at the amount of interest that was there, translated to views and subscriptions and everything else, I think that our channel is not doing that great after 3 years, to be fully honest with you guys. And I love every individual, every one of you, Zuhair, Dorotio, Ghost, everybody that you guys regularly come in, have a chat with me. Love you guys to death. So, but like, you guys make it a lot easier to keep going. But I don't think the channel is doing that well. And case in point, and I'll stop the music, I'll give you guys the latest example that really got me to start thinking about stuff. Was this. So I made 3 shorts that none of you probably never even saw it. These last 3. And the reason you guys never saw it is because every short that I make, 1000, 1.4, 800, 2.2, 1.3, 5.4, 1.7, 1.9, 1.4, it usually averages around 1,500 views on any normal day. That's like, when I average it out, it's more than 1,000, 1,500, right? 1,000, 1,000, 2, 1, 2. You guys get the idea, right? But for some reason, the latest ones were like 7, 4, and 16. right? And you would see, for example, like, well, this is weird. Why is this just 7, 4, and 16? And it didn't make any sense. When I made the first one, it was just like 16. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And what I did wasn't really that bad. There's this girl called Mimi Sounds. And I cracked some jokes about the way that she attracts her audience. I mean, let's watch a part of it together. It's not even. Why? Right. All right, go back to what we just played. Just right there. If you are looking at her fingers, you are... That's right, a little bit of hammer on and pull offs and the look of confidence. It was just the commentary, it was jokes. It wasn't anything serious and whatever not, right? And that got like whatever, and I thought, all right, well, this is maybe a fluke. And then I made another one just to test it. Similar thing. Of the guys watching this are into chest presses, but I don't think anyone's been ever touched this lovingly. Just saying. Right. And she's all about the groove and bounce too. I mean, and then at the end of that, I play. Sorry, not play. At the end of that, I talk about our free beginners course. Sign up, no email that we have on this channel. And so I tested that, and then that didn't work either. Like 4, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just change it to completely something like different. Right, and then this was this latest. Oh God, what is that? And this is, for those who are wondering, by the way, this is Kim Kardashian's new thong line in her Skims business, right? So I basically talk about like how this one looks like Dave Mustaine's, something Dave Mustaine would have. This is Santa's, and this is Ed Sheeran's, right? Just looking at the hair color, I guess. And then at the end of that, I played this Ginger song. I covered the song from Ginger. Right. Again, nothing bad or crazy going on, but had only like 7 views, and which is absolutely nothing. So I went to X. I went to X because YouTube support is on X, and so you can actually go on and ask questions. Where's my profile? How can I? I don't even know how to get to my own profile. How can I get my page? Oh, there we go. Right. I only use the phone. So I basically tagged Team YouTube on it. And I'm like, guys, look, this is what's happening. My last 3 shorts haven't been working. These are the links. And the replies that I got was so generic, so meaningless, that it was disappointing, to be fully honest with you guys. So first, YouTube comes out and says, look, getting consistent views depends on viewer interest. So basically they're saying is that your videos are shitty. This is how the search discovery works, and this is how you grow it. And I'm like, look, this doesn't tell me anything what I've been doing wrong. I'm part of the YouTube Partner Program. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can do things differently, right? I've ran a small business before, and the only thing, the most important thing you probably ever have outside of the product or service that you provide is the feedback that you get from your clients, right? It's like you knowing what you're doing wrong so you can do better. What are you things you're not doing really well so you can do it better, right? And I told them, look, this doesn't tell me anything. All these videos did okay in other socials. Just tell me what is going on. And then Team YouTube comes back and says, look, this is actually a normal part of how YouTube validates views, temporarily slowing down or even freezing a view count. And that is to be expected. Here's more details. And when I read the more details, you guys can go to my X profile and check out the links they send you. It's like a public link, right? And basically tells you that the metrics are not counted immediately. There is a freeze in the metrics, just like how there is a freeze on my video right now, right? And so, give me a second. And so the idea here is that, okay, well, you know, this is how it works in our in the way the system counts and calculates the metrics. And that is not really true either, because those shorts were posted, you know, a while ago now, a few days ago. And the point that really sort of became something that really dragged on me was the fact that I spend hours on these, right? Short formats and long formats. I spend hours on these that when I'm already drained from my day job. You know what I mean? Complete drained, complete out, like for 8 hours. It's a slugfest, and my video's still frozen. Yeah, so it's still a slugfest for 8 hours. And then for some reason, you know, I love electric guitars, obviously, and I love to do it, but it kills me. So yeah, so all of these come together, make me feel like, okay, well, this is, we got to do something differently. We got to start doing things a little bit differently. And then to make matters worse, do you guys know, I'll give you another example. Do you guys know why this live stream is monetized? Because my initial intention from the very beginning, the first stream I did, was to keep this live stream not monetized so that there's no interruption in your viewer experience. This live stream, the purpose of that literally was to connect with you guys. That was the only reason why I do lives, so that I can hear from you guys. Anyone that watches my videos, anyone that watches the shorts, the longs, I can connect with you and I can get to know you and we can build a closer bond. That was the whole purpose of that. And so if I ran ads the whole time, it interrupts that. I always wanted to run my streams unmonetized. You guys know why I didn't do it? It doesn't have to do with money. It's because when a stream is not monetized, it gets less discovery. And I've tested this. So I've had streams. So like, again, I'll show you guys the metrics. The latest example of it. Hold on. So I tested this. Oops, I'm still frozen. Okay, imagine I'm not frozen for a second. I'm gonna remove myself from here, right? This second last stream, so this is the today's. This second last stream, again, that was the latest test that I did, was unmonetized. When it was unmonetized for the first day, it got around 50 views. The moment the monetization came back up, it tripled. And I've tested this with other streams too. So, and it kind of makes sense, right? Because the thing is, when it comes to ad revenue, YouTube takes 45% of the cut. So whatever, like say $8, $10, whatever the dollar per 100 clicks is. So 1,000 legitimate views translates to a certain dollar amount, $8, $10 for 1,000 legitimate views. So no ad blocks. People are not finding a way around ads. They watch the ads and then they watch the stream or video, right? $8 to $10 usually for 1,000 of them. That's how the standard is in the guitar world. YouTube takes 45% of that. And so if I go on live and I'm not monetizing it, YouTube loses the cut of ad revenue. Now, you're just like, well, you would just say, well, look, your streams don't get that many views, like 150, whatever. And you're right, but then multiply that number by thousands of other people that go live, right? And so it doesn't get discovery. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm doing this so that I can chat with people. I'm doing this for them to come and chat with me. That's literally why I do it. And for some reason, it just seems to be obstacles in the way. So I read the room, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently on the stream. I have some plans of how it's going to look like. But we're gonna have to change things a little. Zuhair says, look, I don't understand. What do you mean about channel not doing that well? Did you have certain goals you wanted to reach but didn't reach? No, I look at averages in the guitar world, right? So I would look at, for example, all right, this channel, that channel. Let's look at their analytics, and let's see how they're doing. How many videos have they made? For how long have they been operating? So I look at that, and I compare that data, and I know that I'm not. This channel is not doing well, and it's not like you know, that I had like a certain goal of viewership that it didn't hit. Because the purpose of me doing this was provide the value to people. You know what I mean? Um, and so the goal was to make good guitar content that people find valuable, like information that helps people. Um, but I can see that that viewership ultimately, because you say views, right? Ultimately, that means interest. People, how many people are interested? How many people are willing to spend time watching it? Um, so when you compare that with similar channels in the same world, it doesn't, it tells me, it gives me a feedback again. I used to run my small business. I love feedbacks. It matters because now I know after 3.5 years, I've been pulling and spending a lot of time and putting a lot of effort in the wrong direction. And I think that was a nice wake up call for me. I needed that. The channel needed that. This little community of ours needed that. Zuhair says, so aside from the 2-3 Mimi shorts, which I don't think matter, your point is you're looking to connect with people and the videos aren't getting discovered. So it's not serving your goal. In a way. In a way. Yeah. So ultimately, the goal is for me to serve as many people as I possibly can here. Right. Um, and if it doesn't, I'm going to ask myself, why is it? Why is it the case? Are they talking about different things? Are they talking about the same things in a better way? And so that feedback is important because when I know why, then I can make things better for all the viewers of the channel. I had the same impression recently. Other live streams I tend to go to get more views on people. But if you're saying you've been doing these for 3 years now with all that time and energy and it's not getting views, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, because literally when I do these things, so live streams, videos, and obviously my practices, but my practices are for me, right? It's mostly just for me to keep the tools sharp. But all the content, I make him pretty much like literally after the day job is over. When I'm already like gave it my all in the day, and now I have to give more of my all, which is like, sometimes you really have to dig deep, right? And I've been working 70, 80 hours a week now, 7 days a week, pretty much. Like I haven't had any holidays for a very long time. 3.5 years since I started this. I don't think I've ever had a holiday. It's been 7 days a week grind. So, and I'm more, and I love it. I love it. That's why I do it. I love guitars. My whole thing, like my heart beats for guitars, right? I just think that if I'm pulling this hard, might as well pull it in the right direction. Yeah. So Zoria says, so think hard on what kind of outcome you want and do what is needed. No, it's like see what people want in this world of guitars. I was just about to say in this world, and I'm like, no, that doesn't really. In the world of guitars, what do most people want? What is it that provides them value? And so I have to go back and ask myself that question again. Because, like, for example, in our live streams, and you've been in our live stream quite regularly, we talked about new guitars, guitar specs, interesting facts about guitars, things that impact tone and artists, and so on and so forth. Okay. Recently, I started to teach the free beginners class. So the videos are up. We're talking about, all that stuff. We're doing like full free beginners course. Like it's not a half-assed video. It's a complete full like 30-minute video out there. And it's a course that people can go on a playlist and watch it. So I've been doing that recently. So the question really is, what are other things that we can do to make sure that this whole thing provides more value? Because again, after 3.5 years, we need to pull in better directions, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to reduce my effort. I'm not going to love you guys less. I'm just going to put that same effort, time, and energy in a better direction. Because it's not about how hard you work. It's also about in which direction you pull, right? And so we have to figure out what is going on. All right. Now, talking about figuring out, let me figure out what's going on with my camera here. Why am I still frozen? I don't like it. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 quick second. I'll be right back. All right, give me 1 quick second. All right, sorry about that. All right, I'm back. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? All right, I'm back. All right, good. Thank you very much. We were out and we're back and about. Yeah, it took 5 seconds. Yeah. No, I had to reset the whole stream again. That's the thing. And I have to restart the stream back on Twitch. So the good thing about YouTube is that when you go off, it gives you a few seconds before it cuts the feed. So it literally gives me the seconds that I need to go back, reset the camera, and come back live. So yeah, man, I thought to bring that up and tell you guys about it. Because I think it's important for you guys to know. Yeah. It's honestly, to be honest with you guys, like I thought when I started it, I thought 2 years is all we need max. We're good to go. 2 years, push it after 2 years. We're going to have something new. We're going to have a complete new community and we're rolling. And so 3.5 years in, clearly it's not the case. There's like a few people that are stars of the show. Zuhair, that's one of you're one of them. But yeah. With a full-time job, couldn't produce these videos and do all this work. Kudos, Sorenzo. Firm handshakes, man. Appreciate you. I love guitars, and I love you guys. And this is where both of those come in together. It's just that we have to now change things a little. That's all. So what I'll be doing probably, one of the things, so I'll let you guys in on the plan. Right? Because I told you that I have a plan. But I didn't tell you what was the plan. And so I'll be focusing more on the free beginners course. So we're going to finish the free beginners course that we already started. So 5 videos are up. There's going to be more videos coming in. So there's going to be more focus there. For the time being, we won't be spending much time on the shorts, given the fact that YouTube is putting us in the shorts jail right now for some reason. So, as you guys can see, our shorts are incarcerated pretty alright. They're incarcerated, alright, So there will be less focus on shorts, more focus on long format on that free beginners course, and then we'll take stock on what's up and take from there. And Zuhair, talking about feedback, and I'm gonna listen to your feedback because you gave me feedback. Okay. We're going to do more lives. We're going to go live more often. And so you said more live. I heard you loud and clear. We are going to be doing more lives. And we're going to be covering more stuff in the guitar world. Zohair says, look, when I see your channel, those Mimi shorts look so out of place and odd to me. I wouldn't have those on my channel. I know it's unsolicited opinion, but I wanted to share. No, dude, it's solicited. That's the first thing I said at the beginning of the stream. Like, I'm keen to hear from you guys. Yeah. No, it's very solicited, actually. Tell me what's wrong. You guys are my viewers. You guys are part of the community. And it's so important that what we do here is fit for purpose for you guys. Yeah, look, you're right. The Mimi, everyone knows her now. The Mimi shorts were out of place. You're right. That was me sort of like testing new stuff out. Right. And if I'm testing something new out and it gets penalized like that, that really is depressing. because that means I can't try new things out and get actual feedback on, right? Here's what I would have wanted to see. Let's just say the Mimi shorts were really out of whack, and they were, right? But let's just say 100 people saw them. Nothing, right? So not 4, so not an incarcerated video, because the 4 views were probably mine. Go into the video to check the stats, and the video starts playing. So that means that video didn't have a single viewer outside of myself. So if that video had, say, 200 views, which is nothing, right? And I could see dislike buttons. I could see somebody commenting and saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, you know what? People saw it, and they didn't like it. So I know that that idea doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? But when it gets incarcerated, I'm like, well, okay, that's depressing, because now I can't try new things. Because you know what the last 3 videos, the shorts were? Like, the last shorts the last 3 literally was me trying to crack jokes and have fun with it. Because it was fun to me, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't like me trying, like, to whatever. You know when you sit down late night at home with, like, a friend or like a college roommate or whatever, and you just sit down and talk crap and have a lot of fun and just laugh at meaningless stuff? That was me having fun with those videos. Like, when I'm laughing in those videos, that's genuine. It's not like me pretending like whatever. It's not like Jimmy Falloning it. You know what I mean? And so, like, you have to have, as somebody who makes content, it's so important to try new things out. But I can't try new things out if I can't even get an audience's feedback. if the video just gets shut down. The world is getting so restricted, politically correct. It's crazy. You got to be careful with that stuff. No, you're right. But the thing is, there's much worse stuff on YouTube. So the Mimi video has like 4.8 million views on YouTube. I'm not picking, I'm like, the video that I'm like, it's literally sharing screen from YouTube. So if that is allowed, surely my commentary about it is also allowed. You see where I'm coming from? You get me? Because I didn't go out, like, I didn't go and pick this video, say, for example, from TikTok or another social media, and then be like, all right, download that, and then put it in another video, and then edit it and put myself in there, and so on and so forth. That was literally a shared screen of YouTube. So yeah, I get this with all politically correct stuff. I'm totally with you. I agree with you. You gotta be careful with that stuff, and it is crazy. But I've selected that video from a pool of allowed things, is what I'm trying to tell you. Right? So surely, if it's already on YouTube, I shouldn't be penalized for commenting on it. Yeah. Agree about trying new things. I get your point. I saw enough horrible comments on her videos. I left a genuine comments and she didn't respond, so now I don't know. I don't bother. Yeah, I don't think she saw it. I don't think... she seems to be a really nice person, by the way. Like, all we're doing is cracking jokes. Like, there's no bad blood or bad intentions. I'm so glad she's doing well. You know, she's using what she has for views, and it's working for her. I'm so glad for her. Like, I celebrate success, and people achieve it in different ways. But I don't think she didn't reply to your messages or comments because she didn't... I'm sorry, because she didn't see them. I think it's just that when you get 4.8 million views, it's just impossible to answer every comment. Like, one of my long format videos that I did about Bandmate, for example, got a lot of views and got more than 100 comments. I couldn't keep up. And I genuinely did my absolute best to answer everything, and I couldn't. One of our videos, one of our shorts on TikTok got 1.5 million views. Right? And it's not even, so it's 1.5 million views, comparing with her 4.8 on that video, for example. I couldn't keep up with the comments. I've never seen anything like it before. Like, now I know the experience for a fact. But like, if you go to my TikTok channel, there's a pin video for 1.5 million views, there's like, I don't know how many thousand comments there. There's no way you can keep up with that. So I don't think it's because she doesn't care. I just think that she couldn't keep up with that. And she has so many videos that have done so well, and good for her too. It's just that I think she cares. She just doesn't get to go through all of it. Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like one of those crazy things. Like, I really wish Team YouTube came to me and said, look, that's the specific reason why your video didn't do well. Or that's the specific reason why we didn't show your video to anybody else. Right? Don't do this and this and that instead. And I'm like, that's fantastic. Okay, thanks so much for that. Right? As opposed to a generic answer. I wish YouTube looked at, say, or somebody in YouTube say, look, I looked at that specific video. It sucks because of these reasons. God bless. Thank you. Okay, now I know why I suck. All right, let's go and fix that. Let's go and change that. I don't mind. You have to suck at things before you master those things. And YouTube has every infrastructure, every ability to be able to do that for people that are part of the YouTube Partner Program. And it's in their benefit too, right? If people in the YouTube Partner Program do better, they take 45% of the cut, almost half. So it's more for everybody. Like for ad revenue, for example, if that's their only metric, if money is the only thing they care about. Zuhair says, I think a person should dress how they want as long as it's not inappropriate totally, and hers are not. Plus, it seems that she can actually play. Yeah, she can actually play. She's a really good player. She's a really good blues player. Right? Now, is her playing blues the sole focus of the video? No. God, no. But I don't mind. Like, I'm not here to judge. I'm glad for her. That's one more person in the world doing the thing that she loves to do. And that's a good thing, right? And we all should want that. We all should want everybody else to do good too. Because honestly, for all the selfish reasons, to be fully honest with you sometimes, right? Because, like, let's just say we live in a neighborhood, you and I, right, Zuhair? And then in that neighborhood, everyone's doing well, everyone's happy. Okay, that's great. Even, like, there are mornings that you and I might not feel the best, like when we get up in the morning and we're ready to go to work and whatever not. Everyone's happiness, everyone's doing well. It's just going to cheer us up, gets us going. It creates that good vibe for everybody. Now, imagine you and I live in a neighborhood where no one's doing well. Everyone's depressed. Everyone's financially screwed. And now every night you and I have to worry about somebody breaking into our place. Every morning someone throws stuff at us. Like, how well people around us do impacts us too. Now, on social media or on internet, right? It's kind of the same thing. So if everybody on the internet does better, we all do better. So with Mimi using her assets, but doing well, it's a good thing. I'm glad she's doing well. It's better for her. It's better for all of us that she's doing well. Yeah. Yeah, well, world doesn't work that way. Plus, if another person is doing great, they might be taking resources away from you, which makes people jealous. Internet and Antoinette sounded... Yes! Internet and Antoinette did sound the same. I had to fire her yesterday. I was like, the channel is not working. We have to fire Antoinette. And we fired her. We might hire her back a little later. But for the time being, she's going to stay fired, okay? And then we'll figure something out. But when you say, like, if another person is doing great, they might be taking resources away from you, I disagree with you on that. I completely disagree with you on that. Because there is no shortage of resources or success. Resources or success, either of those, are not limited in quantity. Right? She has guitars. I probably have more guitars than her at this point. And I sold 4 this year already. Like, I'm churning guitars right now. You know, she has arms. I got arms. She has cameras. I got 2 cameras. I got this main one, and then obviously we have the infamous look at me camera, which is, I think, the most important camera of all. So in that case, I think Mimi is in disadvantage. Right? But no, I don't think so. I don't think there is a shortage of that. I just think that she is putting her effort and her time in a more constructive way than I'm doing. And obviously, I don't have big knockers to show on the stream. You know what I mean? So I have to figure a smarter way to go about it. I don't think I would do it even if I had those. But you gotta give people what they want, and she's clearly doing that. Right. And also, like, Zuhair, think of it this way. Online, like with online content, it's really democratized. It's not like, for example, we're fighting over like a contract to some lithium mine and there's limited number of lithium mines in the world, or we're like in a legal battle over who takes over TikTok and then Larry Ellison from Oracle gets it. You know what I mean? Like YouTube, guitar YouTube, like YouTube in general, is really, really democratized. It's like as democratized as it gets, right? So I don't know. I don't think there is a shortage of resources in that sense. Zora says, I get what you're saying, but I think depends on how exactly what you're talking of. There's a reason not everyone likes other people to do great. I never thought even she's using her assets. That's something other than people say, not me. Yeah, okay. No, I hear your point. There's always bad emotions and jealousy out there. It's not me. Genuinely, sincerely, it's not me. Like, negative emotions that I have is not jealousy, is frustration over me spending so much time trying to figure it out, but haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. It genuinely, sincerely is not jealousy. And part of it, to be honest with you, is because I couldn't care about, like, Mimi's personal life, or what car she drives, or how big her house is, or how much cheddar is in her bank. I genuinely could not care. Because it's not my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, all I can hope is for her to do well. But I couldn't care, in all sincerity, about anything else, like, in her life. Because I've got my life to live. She's got her life to live. Right? I couldn't care. So, like, when I say I'm not jealous, it's not because, like, it's not because of the fact that I'm like, oh, you know, all, like, we are all Zen. We are all in the spirit of the world. No. Like, you can only be jealous about something that you give a damn about. Like, I could not care. I'm focused on my life. I've got 70, 80 hours a week that I'm working, and I have to make the most out of that. I just don't have the time to care. Like food rations during wartime, they're limited. Then, oh, I just realized she's getting more views. Look, we had better be happy we weren't viewed for our knockers. I agree with you. As a guy, I don't think that's a good thing. Oh yeah, look at the bright side. I completely agree. I think it would be like, I'd be really depressed. It's like hiring somebody on the basis of their merit versus like something else other than their competence. It's like nothing good comes out of it, right? Because like you don't want to sit in a plane, or you don't want to allow a doctor to do a surgery on you if they weren't hired on the basis of their merit, right? You want to have merit. We all understand the importance of merit. So I agree with you. I completely agree. We'd better be happy that we're not viewed because of our, juggles. The juggles, the nuzzles, the hunkas. So, anyways, guys, I just thought to double tell you guys about this whole thing before we talk about guitars, that there is going to be a change in the direction of where we're going in this channel, and hopefully that is for the better. Give me a second. Where are we with this? My good lord. There it is. So, tell me, have you guys seen this, by the way? Check this out. Have you guys seen that new Charvel guitar that came out? So, you guys know While She Sleeps, the guitarist Sean Long. So there was this new guitar that came out. It's Charvel and Sean Long did this sort of expansion of the signature guitar, and I thought it was really interesting because the selection of the color for a metal guitarist was pretty interesting. It's okay, Zohar. It's all good. Don't worry about it, dude. I love it. Thanks for the chats. I appreciate that you're giving me feedback and brainstorming with me. Do it more often. You cannot believe how valuable it actually is. So I appreciate you. So anyways, Charvel and Sean Long have expanded that signature collection with a limited edition neon pink version of his Promot San Dimas Style 1, and I thought that was a really interesting color selection and limited edition specs. This is ostensibly the same electric guitar as the hot-rodded Charvel S Style that was launched in 22, dual EMG humbuckers, 57 in the bridge, 66 on the neck, stripped down set of controls, a hardtail, no messing. Right? So very simplistic Charvel look, minimalistic, and it was amazing, by the way. Check this out. So, this is the guitar. It's about it's like $1,800 on Sweetwater's. How much is it on Sweetwater's, I wonder? Hold on. Is that $1,800 or like $1,500? Okay. So that's the signature, and then that's the limited edition, basically. And let's talk about the specs. So this is how the guitar looks like. Shall we listen to it a little? Let's stop the music. Let's see what this has to say.
I'm Sean Long from While She Sleeps, and this is my special edition Pro Mod San Dimas signature guitar. The only reason this guitar is even in existence is because of you guys. 2 years ago, after my first signature guitar release, I started posting pictures of my custom thing that I've been playing live, and you guys just fucking loved it, and you wouldn't stop asking me to ask Charvel to make it, so I did. This is essentially the same as my original signature. The only difference is it's fucking pink, and this pickup is black.
It's effing pink is the comment of the century. The only difference is that it's effing pink. You don't hear it often. Zuhair says, I normally don't like pink guitars, but this looks gorgeous. I agree with you. You know why I think I thought exactly the same thing. You know why I thought why was the reason for it? I think it's because it's simplistic, it's minimalistic. I think that's the reason why, despite the fact that it's pink, it looked good.
Why? Because it's awesome.
Like, and I could be wrong.
Was a Squire Stratocaster that my parents got me from Argos. And funnily enough, I started out with a Squire Stratocaster and then actually had a 20-year career, and everything in between was essentially this sort of teething process of me trying to figure out what I really wanted. And I always felt like I had to make compromise to make it sit with me or to say that it's mine. I could never really stand behind it. I'm buzzing.
You guys noticed the pink socks, by the way? Like the matching pink socks? Hold on.
Stand behind it. I'm compromise to make it
right here. Okay. I appreciate the fact that he thought if he's to go black and pink, he may just keep the socks pink, right? Like, instead of like keeping the socks black and then wearing a pink shirt and jeans. So I think this is as good as it could have gotten if he was to really match his attire with the color of his guitar. Okay, let me put this out there. Because that guitar is pink and black, the body, you know, aside from the non-roasted maple neck. But yeah, pink socks, I don't know. I don't think. So here's like, wow, not sure how I feel about him now. Yeah, I'm not sure either, dude. I'm not sure how I feel about him either. That comment doesn't mean anything. Don't read into it. See, at first I didn't read into it. And now that you said it, like, you're getting me to read into it. It's like me asking you not to think about a green elephant. And now you just imagined one. Like, that's not how human brain works, my brother. Like, so you gotta... God bless you, but if you don't want me to do something, don't tell me. Like, you could tell me, hey, man, don't get into that cage with that red booty baboon. And now it will be the only thing I want to do. Right. Like, and now I'm going to try to figure a way out to get inside that cage. To my own detriment.
Sit with me or to say that it's mine. I could never really stand behind it. I'm buzzing that it actually turns out that it was the Strat all along.
Yeah.
It's got a string through body hardtail.
I love that.
Got the locking tuners. These are fucking perfect for me. This doesn't go out of tune. We left one of these in America in storage for 2 years, and our guitar tech opened the box and it was still banging tune. It's got the same maple neck as my previous one.
I don't know if I believe that. 2 years with no impact on the tuning. I don't buy that. Okay, but he's doing a good job marketing his guitar, so that's good.
Again, aesthetically, I just think it looks cool as fuck. It's got jumbo frets. Also, one of my favorite features, it has the lumen lay.
Yes, we like that.
It's got the EMG 5766. I've been playing these for fucking ages now. I absolutely love them. It has the official Fender licensed headstock, which is the real deal. So you can't get this fucking anywhere other than Fender and Charvel.
Okay, so you clearly haven't seen made in China guitars, my guy. What, Fender headstock? You can only get it on Fender, Squire, and Charvel? My guy. Y'all heard of... My guy clearly hasn't heard of Chenders and Chipsons. So that's okay. But that's fine. We all got different learning curves, I guess.
I grew up listening to bands like Blink-182, Sum 41, Rage, stuff like that. And then I discovered metalcore and metal.
Okay. Let's talk about it, because like I can go on Amazon right now and find Fender Strat copies that are branded something completely different, made in China guitars. Anywho, he's doing a good job marketing his guitar. But this is what we got. This is the guitar. Obviously, the black one was the original signature that came out 2-3 years earlier. This is the limited edition. Let us talk about the specs of this guitar. And the first thing I say, I really like guitars that have through body string that are through body, they're string through body, right? And the reason I like them better is because of the fact that the resonance and the vibrations in the string migrates to the wood grains a lot better because it's direct. And I like that. I think that helps the resonance of that guitar. So, and it's simplistic too. It's just simple, easy to work with, and so on. It's a little harder to fix if, like, for example, that there's damage in the wood as opposed to just changing your freaking bridge. So in that case, I guess that's a problem. But usually when the string goes through the body, I just like it a lot because it's just the string seems to me that it's more in touch with the body of the guitar. That's just my thing, right? So I really like that about it, and also like the bridge looks really nice and simple. It's just really looks really good. I like the bridge on this guitar. Anywho, so let's talk about it. EMG 5766 on the bridge and neck. You have a 3-position blade pickup switches. So bridge, neck, and then both. It's a gloss finish, San Dimas style, alder body. Okay. And then what do we have here? Locking tuners. I like that. So we have like Charvel branded die-cast locking tuners. So that's good. Dome style control knob. Maple neck. Bolt on with graphite reinforcement. Love that. Okay. Let's have a look. Where's the neck? No, where's the neck body joint? I don't think the image is there. Okay. I wanted to see the neck body joint. Fine. Put more photos there, Fender. Like, how many companies do you need to own to do a website correctly? Okay. Bolt on with graphite reinforcement. Hand rubbed satin urethane is the finish. I like that. So basically, it's just keeps the neck a lot smoother. It makes it easier for your hand to slide up and down the neck before your hand sweats. Because like if it's like a gloss finish, it can get really sticky. Now, if you do your finish properly, like for example, nitrocellulose finishes, if those are, treated and buffed correctly after, you have less of those issues, but still a little sticky. But that's as good as it gets for gloss finishes. That's why I like satin finishes a lot more. It just makes it so much easier to play. And honestly, I think the guitar looks better if it's not like shiny and glossy the whole time. But that's just me. Neck shape is a speed neck with rolled fingerboard edges. That's good. Rolled fingerboard edges is where basically your guitar neck and your frets are curved upwards like that, so it's not edgy. That's good. Fingerboard radius 12 to 16 inches compound. That's really good. I like that. Very comfortable. 22 frets, jumbo. Graph Tech Tusk is the nut material. Standard nut width, lumen lays, and everything else is pretty Fender licensed and standard. And it comes, interestingly enough, it comes with 942. You don't get it often. I think a couple of streams ago, I talked about this. Because more often than not now, what you see is that companies shoot out their guitars with 1046 gouges. So 942 is interesting. So here says, I know PS5 plates are plastic and guitar is wood. Of course. Yeah. So that's that new Charvel guitar that I thought was really, really, it's an interesting choice. You wouldn't usually see a pink metal signature guitar. I sent this before. I was looking into spray painting the PS5 cover plate. It takes like 3-4 coats to completely cover them. Can you spray paint a guitar? You can't spray paint a guitar. I personally am not a fan of doing that. But honestly, like, there's nothing crazy wrong about it, because you know what it's like, and this is something that um, I think Eddie Van Halen really kicked everybody in the groin with that one. Because you have companies like Gibson and you have companies like PRS that are so meticulous with the paint and the finish and the stains and everything, because it dampens the wood and it kills the wood grains like resonance away and all that jazz. And then somebody like Eddie Van Halen comes in and is like, yeah, you think so? Here, let me buy some spray paint from our local like paint store. How do you like that guitar sound? Right? Or was it like, or another one is like the pickups, for example, right? Uh, you have Fender and Gibson and PRS, like, oh, like our pickups are this Bucker and 8515 and all that jazz. It sounds meticulous. We spent 5 years of R&D to come up with that. And then Eddie Van Halen comes and is like, yeah, all right, here. I was drunk when I was fixing my pickups. And it doesn't even, my Frankenstrat or whatever it is called, doesn't even have a middle pickup. How good is that? Here, check this out. And then blew everybody away with his tone and his playing. You know what I mean? So everything I'm telling you, take it with a grain of salt, because there are people like Eddie Van Halen out there that everything is wrong, done supposedly wrongly on the guitar, but somehow they just blow everybody's head out, right? So with that caveat, I don't like painted guitars so much, because what happens with paint, and same with finish too, right, is that there's literally a layer of material over the wood grains of your guitar. There's because your guitar is literally just like covered with something, right? Like, so that to me seems like it does impact the resonance in the body and the neck of the guitar. Well, painted body, so in the body of the guitar, right? As opposed to you staining a guitar. So staining is different, right? So when you spill wine on a white carpet, similar to what I have right now, if I spill wine over this or coffee over this, and I wipe the wine and coffee away, but the carpet is still going to be red, wine stains, right? That's a stain. The wine hasn't created a layer over my carpet. It just changed the color of my carpet. Does that make sense? So, am I going to spill it for us? No. No, I'm not going to do that. You really want to see that, don't you? You really want to see me spill wine on my white carpet. Right? So that's the difference between coloring and staining. So I like stained guitar. Well-stained guitar, absolutely love it. Right? However, staining means that. Now, when it comes to finish, now finish is also, again, kind of a similar topic. You want a finish that is protective, that is, creates a layer of protection for your guitar, but it still keeps your guitar playable. And also, it's like, it breaks, but it's not too rigid. Like, for example, you guys know, like, there's this glue thingy that you use to, in the bathrooms, there's this, like, it's not a glue, it's like this gummy, white, beige thingy that people use to, like, put around like your bathtub or your bathroom windows. It's like this gelatine looking feeling thing, right? That's a really good example of that material that I'm talking about. Nitrocellulose is one of those ones. Like it's nice and hard, but it still is not, it doesn't choke the wood so crazily, right? And so that's the first advantage of it. And then the second advantage of nitrocellulose is that when you put 3 or 4 coats of nitrocellulose over your guitar, those 3 or 4 coats melt into each other. You don't get that with polyurethane, right? So the end result that you get for nitrocellulose is a lot more even, if you guys know what I mean. because the like if I put 3-4 coats on it, they all melt into each other. Yeah, I know what you mean, like the stuff that hardens later after putting it on. Yeah, exactly. Right. So that's the thing. So that's the thing with coloring the guitars. Now, obviously, if you have tone wood in the body of your guitar that the outside of it doesn't look that great, putting paint over it obviously give you that advantage, right? So you can either put paint over it, or you can do what, for example, PRS does in your guitar, Zuhair, and my guitar, right? Like they put a veneer on the SE series. And veneer is basically a thin layer of wood that looks really good. So you put it on top of the same material that doesn't look as good. And so you put it on top, and then you vacuum all the air out, and then you iron on top of it. And then that piece of wood sits like perfectly on top of your guitar and makes it look really good too, without really impacting the tone of your guitar crazily, because it's of the same wood material. How do they attach the veneer? It's literally like a vacuum process. Let me see if I can find a video. Veneer. Let me show you. If I can find that video, I'll put it on for you. Give me a second. Is there like a video? If I can find that video, I'll let you know. Hold on. There's like, where did I see that video? There was this awesome video that I saw. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is like a simplified version of it. I like this one. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you.
Today I'm going to show you how to attach veneer without a vacuum press. First thing we'll do is spread the glue.
So without the vacuum press. So it's the same concept though. So vacuum press is literally like the same.
Both pieces. And once you get that spread out, let that sit and dry. Not with that on there. So now that the glue is dry on here and the glue is dry on my veneer, I can get that in position, and I'm going to use an iron. That is just going to melt the glue on both sides together, creating a nice bond. That has melted and bonded the veneer to the plywood. Great way to apply veneer if you don't have a vacuum press.
So imagine he's using iron, like he's using iron instead of a vacuum press. Now imagine you have an industrial vacuum press, literally. Yeah. So that's
If
like.
you're intimidated.
Today I'm going to show you.
I know there are a lot of luthiers that literally actually use the iron method, like smaller luthiers, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
If you're intimidated.
So that's basically how they put the veneers on them. And like you basically put the veneer of the same wood material, so now you're not really changing the characteristic of the tone of your guitar, and then you go and stain the veneer, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. Yeah. Zuhair says, when are you planning the next live? That's a very good question. Honestly, probably tomorrow. Yeah. Will you manage with your day job? Yeah. Yeah, you just have to what is it called? What's the word for it? You guys know I'm not good with words, okay? Like I got words, I got beautiful words, but I don't know what redirect. That's what I was trying to find. There we go. Redirect the effort. The effort is there. The energy is there, man. The love for electric guitars and you guys is there. Just we have to redirect the effort, and that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Says, dude, come back with strong topics for the confusion hitch of today. Yeah. So what do you mean by that? Like, what strong topics? Give me some strong topic. Like, what do you mean by what? Like, what do you mean when you say strong topics? What is a strong topic? And we need to know. What is a strong topic to you guys? Like anybody, like, and you Twitch too. To our guys who are watching on Twitch, what is a strong topic you think? Confusion as in having to explain everything today, and strong topics. Hey, don't pick my brain. Okay, all right, it's okay. I'll just the normal docket stuff. Yeah, no, normal docket is not going to go anywhere because if we're doing more live, we're going to be having more time to talk about the docket, if you know what I mean. So we're not really going anywhere with the docket items. Yeah. So that's all good. Do not worry about it. And okay, give me 1 second. Let me. There was a couple of things I wanted to show you guys, but I'm gonna have to bring it up. Give me one quick segundo. Now, tell me, have you guys did you guys see the Fender's Professional Classic models coming out? So Fender came out with this new Professional Classics model. It's their latest release. We're going to talk about that in a second. Sorenzo's got an idea. You mainly focus on guitar or equipment releases. Maybe you could focus on guitar techniques, music releases, etc. That's exactly right. You're 100% on the money. So we will be having days that are dedicated to that. Yeah. So I don't know whether it will be like days dedicated to that or whether it's going to be included in the stream. Like, so each stream is going to have all of it as opposed to specific days have specific topics. And so one day we talk about, for example, or 2 days a week we talk about music release or guitar techniques. You're absolutely right. Guitar technique is going to be a part of it because we are literally doing a free beginners course, like a full complete course. So 100%, you are, my friend, on the money on that one. 100%. Yeah. So let us talk about that in this. Give me a second. And let us now go to this screen. Can you guys see it? So, Fender American Professional Classic Stratocaster. So it's like a recently introduced line of the US made guitars that Fender has. Basses too, but we don't talk about basses here so much. And what they do basically, they tried with this one to sort of merge those vintage looks and aesthetics with sort of like more modern playability, right? Now, supposedly, and then let's hear your thoughts on this, because I don't know. So it is designed to be an accessible entry point to American-made Fenders for gigging musicians or people that are like serious hobbyists, right? And those obviously who like to have a more traditional old school look in Telecasters or in Strats or Jazzmasters for that matter, right? Now, $2,700 is not an entry-level price point by no means, right? Could be like an entry-level price point for, say, an American-made guitar. Fine. But it still seems pretty pricey to me. But it's I mean, the specs are interesting, so let's have a look at it. So I wanted to have a look at, let's have a look at the Strat, and then let's look at the Tele, right? And then we'll have a chat about like how are they actually really different, if they are. And it comes with different colors. I really like the blue one when I saw it earlier on. It comes in maple and rosewood fingerboards, depending on the color. And it's alder-bodied electric guitar. So it's exactly what you would expect in a Fender Strat, old school Fender Strat, right? Right. And what they're basically selling it as is the perfect blend of vintage charm, modern performance, professional classic, like I told you guys earlier. Under the hood, vintage-inspired Coastline 57 Strat pickups deliver dead punch and sparkle. So we're really going for like the old school twang. The tuners provide classic looks and precise tuning, so old school looking tuners with tiny wings. And I like it, by the way. The lighter, the smaller you keep those tuning pegs, the keys, the wings, the less it is likely to dampen the vibration in the necks, the movement of the grains in the neck. You don't want a heavy, ginormous tuning wing, aside from the comfort of you being able to move it. I want at least the humbucker. Oh, me too. Me too. I'm not a single coil guy, especially in the bridge. So, but let's just have a look at this. Okay, where were we? Yes. Modern C neck. So that's a typical Fender C neck shape. Now, boasting custom faded vintage and signature Fender finishes, this professional grade instrument looks as good as it sounds. Okay, I don't know what this finish is. I'm keen to get more details on that. So let's go to Alder Body, Faded Classic. What is this finish? Each instrument is available in color fantastic finishes. Doesn't tell you. It does not tell you. What are the downloads? No, that's the manual. It doesn't tell us more, does it? What a limited way to, like, give us more actual specs. Yeah. So yeah, that's like a $2,600 Stratocaster that is supposed to sound like the 50s. So that's like basically the 57 Stratocaster pickups in it that's supposed to sound like your 50s Strat, with some modern playability. So obviously the neck is not going to be as chunky. The body is probably going to be not as heavy. Now, alder, tell you guys what, alder is an inconsistent wood relatively when it comes to its weight. So when you go to maple mahogany, you get a lot more consistency. When you go to a wood like basswood, you get maybe a little less consistency. But alder, depending on which tree is chopped from, which part of the tree is chopped from, it's going to have different water percentage in it, like water molecules in the wood. The more, the heavier the wood obviously is. So it impacts the drying process, it impacts the preparation of the wood, but also the weight. And so, yeah. So I would suspect that from one guitar to the other, there should be some differences in the weight of the guitar that you would be able to feel. Because I don't know whether they're weight relieving this or not. I don't know whether they're chambering the body or not. Doesn't say anything here. So if they're not chambering it, I don't think so. If it's an interior level US made guitar, I don't think they'll be chambering the body. So I would suspect that if people go into different stores and pick up the same guitar, they should feel a difference in the weight of that guitar. So that's the Stratocaster, right? Fine. Now this is the Telly. Now, to be honest with you, Zuhair, if I was to have only single coils in a guitar, that guitar is a Telly. Or a Telecaster shaped guitar, like not necessarily Fenders, but a T-shaped guitar. If I'm to have single coils in both neck and the bridge. That's the only guitar that is acceptable to me. Otherwise, it's not acceptable, okay? The Telly, which I really adore the blue color, and obviously the butterscotch. Oh god, this looks good. I love butterscotch blonde. They seem to be made for that, right? Yeah, I love, and you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Fender Gibson, like they just rinse and repeat the old stuff. You guys know I have a bit of a grudge with those guys, and I had an issue with my Jackson. So Fender, yeah, we got a bit of a problem here, okay? But, good lord, that butterscotch blonde Telecaster, like, this stuff that they do is just, like, mwah. It's so delicious. It's so good. And I like the name Butterscotch Blonde, by the way, right? Because I like butter, I like scotch, and I like blonde. And it's like, it brings all the three things that I really like together. So I like it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Now, when you go to this guitar, I think the specs of it is a lot more Mr. Sorenzo friendly. Okay? Imagine playing blues and country on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blues. Butterscotch Blonde is like a 1940s noir type female lead actress's name. Yeah. Where's your brain going right now, Zuhair? What are you thinking about? What's in your mind? So now this is pretty acceptable to me. 60s Telecaster pickup, 9.5-inch radius, C-shape. So that's, again, a comfy Fender neck. We like that. Vintage style hardware, staggered classic gear tuners. And so basically the same thing as the Strat that we saw. And then, I don't know what this word under the hood that they keep using. I don't understand that. Anywho, vintage-inspired Coastline 63 Telly, deliver, death, punch, sparkle. That's exactly the same words. They're using the exact same words. What is going on here? Hold on a second. So go back to the Strat. Calm down. Under the hood, you guys sing this? Under the hood, vintage-inspired Coastline. Deliver, death, punch, sparkle. Under the hood, vintage-inspired Coastline. Deliver, death, punch, and struggle. What are these guys doing? Why are you copy-pasting this stuff? Dude. Oh, God, Fender. Fender. Oh, God, Fender. I am baffled. I'll be honest with you guys. Can we have somebody doing the website that is actually passionate about Telecaster? Anywho, like, see, and then as somebody that loves reviews of guitars, loves details of guitars and equipment, right? I read this and I'm like, is this detail even accurate? Because you copy and pasted this stuff. Y'all just, my, so annoying. Professional grade instrument look as good. It's like literally the same copy. It's exactly the same copy. Okay, so all their body again. Coastline 63's Telly pickups. Modern C-shaped neck with 9.5 radius fretboard. Medium jumbo frets. Old school hardware style, I guess. Right. Now, funny enough, they have also this professional classic hotshot Telly, which they just added literally the middle pickup. I don't know why they would do something like this. Why would you do a horrible thing to a Telecaster? Why would you add a middle pickup? Okay, we don't like middle pickup here. But yeah, it's like that's the Telly. So this is the new their supposed entry to the United States of America made electric guitars. And I don't know, man. Like, if I'm to compare this, so, all right, check this out. So let's go to Sweetwater. Let's go to Sweetwater. I'm going to go Fender Telecaster, right? So, American Vintage 2s, so that's the 50s Telecaster, 50s inspired Tellys, are already selling at around the exact same price. Or am I wrong about the price? Is that American dollars? It looks like. So, hold on. Give me a second. Duplicate. Let's check out the... Because I have a feeling that it is going to be the same. Here. No, I was wrong about the price, guys. Sorry. Because I'm in Australia, it converted the price to Australian dollars. Sorry about that. My bad. It's $1,500. That makes a lot more sense. This pricing makes a lot more sense because I thought, man, that's excessive for an entry-level American-made guitar. Sorry about that. That was my mistake. The website converted to Aussie dollars and I didn't notice it. So the pricing for that is $1,500. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so this price, yes, that's an entry to American-made. That can be done. Especially considering the fact that, for example, PRS is spitting out $2,000 SE models right now with Herman Lee's Chleo signature. Yeah. Zuhair says, this is the train stop where I get off. Sorenzo, take care and we'll see you next time. Take care, my guy. Good to see you. Thanks for the chats. Have a good night. I'll see you next. And it's going to be a lot sooner because we have additional streams coming, so I'll catch you in those. Take a good care of yourself. So there we go. So both, like, yeah, so the difference in the price between the normal Telecaster and the Hotshot with the 3 single coils is really just like $50. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. This pricing is a lot more acceptable to me. Right. So yeah, I don't know, to be completely honest with you guys, whether it's like a, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those scenarios, man. Like, with the price of everything going up. Okay, so this is where I think this sits in. Right? Why would Fender have an entry level to American models? I think part of it has to do with the tariffs. So with the tariffs kicking in and the tariff war that is going on between America and China, for example, because a lot of the more affordable models are made in China, and about also the rest of the world, right? So for example, between America and Indonesia, the tariffs used to be at around 8%, and now they're at 20%, right? So that means additional costs for a company like Fender to get these built abroad. And so they have to now build more at home. And so then be like, all right, well, what do we do about it? Okay, well, might as well just do an entry level that is made in the United States. That's, I think, where this model and these models strategically sit in. Because Indonesian-made guitars or Chinese-made guitars are going to be a lot more, not a lot more expensive, but they're going to be considerably more expensive. Like, it'll impact people's buying decisions. With the tariffs and everything. Like, literally more than double the tariff right now between America and Indonesia. So, yeah, so this is where this product line sits in. Right? And again, the thing is that people love American-made stuff. Like, Americans love American-made stuff. Market, generally guitar market, not just American. Everywhere, you know, with, like, guitar players, we all really, really have a high regard for American-made and Japanese-made guitars. America and Japan, right? And so $1,500 for something that is made in America, I think, makes it a lot more accessible. And it becomes more accessible, it becomes less hated, right? Because a lot of people, I'm not saying that's everybody, a lot of people talk about how, you know, oh, this guitar sucks, or where it's made doesn't matter. And a lot of it is because some people can't afford it. And because $1,500 is still really expensive, but it's more affordable than, say, $2.5, right? But if you can't afford something, psychologically, subconsciously, you would take the other side. As opposed to say, all right, guys, I just can't afford it, you know, but it's whatever. But so I think with American-made guitars becoming more affordable, there will be less hate on American-made guitars for those who, like, you know, no, like, it doesn't matter where it's built and so on and so forth. And there's merit to that argument, by the way. I'm not saying there's no merits to it. I'm just saying that, you know. I'm just saying that a $1,500 American-made electric guitar is a lot easier to love as opposed to a $2,000 Indonesian-made guitar. That's all I'm trying to say. Hopefully that makes sense. And so that is the idea. So weird, huh? PRS did a $2,000 Indonesian-made guitar. It's insane. So bizarre. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a nice... Look, it's a nice direction that they're going to. I think the next step for PRS really is to get this shape that now they've created and put it on other models. Like, so produce more models that have this guitar shape, because a lot of people don't like the custom 24 look that PRS is so famous for, you know, with the curve on the lower horn like there. Some people don't like that at all, but this looks a lot more like a modern, you know, guitar player's kind of a taste. And so I'll be very surprised and disappointed if PRS doesn't do more with this body shape now that they got it. Do more with it. So yeah, my guess is that next year sometime, not long from now, so maybe in Jan, just in time for the January's NAMM show, the 2026 NAMM show, PRS would bring a guitar out that the body of it looks like this, but the specs are like the standard PRS specs. So like the pickups are standard PRS pickups, or maybe a little different. Inlays are normal PRS inlays, and so on and so forth. So won't be surprised at all that that's going to be the case. Yeah. So that's with that. I thought to bring that up because that's like, that was like a really interesting move that PRS did. It's like for the first time they finally came up with this sort of a new body design in Chleo, and I loved it. I think they should build on that. Yeah. So here we go. All right, I think we're gonna leave it here, guys. We are going to leave it here. This is going to be a shorter stream. I think I just went online today predominantly for the purpose of telling you guys about the direction that this channel is going to go. And we're going to leave it here. With that being said, I'll see you guys very, very soon. We're going to be doing a lot more streams. We're going to be engaging a lot more directly with you guys and change the direction where this channel is going to. We're going to be doing a lot more lessons, a lot more things that I think would actually give value to people. I think we're going to focus on providing more value, and this shift is just about giving you guys better material that you can actually use in your guitar playing. So I started this free beginners course. These are complete videos, not half videos and then half of it behind a paywall. 18 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, this is a review, sorry. 5 minute and then 20 minute, 21 minutes. So it's going to be longer format videos. And some of the videos that I'm doing right now go for an hour. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the full courses as we post them on the channel. And so, yeah, there's going to be a change in the direction of where things go on the channel. So be ready for it. Exciting things coming. So much free value for you guys, like value. You're gonna love it. You're not gonna pay a single cent for it, and just gonna enjoy your time. And I'm excited to bring it in. I'm in the middle of producing some right now. I'll be really, really excited to show it to you guys. So with that said, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do it. Like the video. hype the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next stream very soon, in the next video really soon. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys around.